Does anybody hear me? Have I heard myself right? Don't know. For the change. I'm gonna. I apologise if you get any back. There we go. Yeah, it's all right. I'm here. I'm in. I've fortunately for you guys, I'm a bit more sober than I have when I've done these sort of things before. Right, we will have a look at where we are currently at. Oh, can I not move this? Oh, yeah, okay, out of the way. Yep, I thought you could, Dad, because I went on and heard myself on the YouTube stream. Good evening to everybody. So, we're at game week 23 of this last season of the ASOL. Yeah. I see it. So yeah, we're at game week 23 of this season, which is going to be concluded very, very soon. Seems to happen all the time. When I get to a point when I've got best team I feel like I've ever had, everybody just wants to redraft and sort something else out. But you know what? It's all right. I'm happy with that. Just I'll keep trying to do me. Only joking, lads. So right, we'll have a look at the as we are where we are. We will look at quickly the results while I see if one or two people want to join. So we had Bundaberg hot on the heels of ourselves at the top with a 1-0 win against Hobart. The Dragons finally putting somebody at the sword a little bit against the Aborigines. Us getting a 3-0 win at 2-2, which is another red card for them lads. But anyway, it's difficult there. Townsville with 2-1 against Unicorns, which wasn't really frustrated Smuts, I think. Vikings getting back on horse a little bit with a 4-1 win against Bushrats. And the Wagga Wagga Warriors beating Rapa Nui 2-0. And Wanganui and AFC playing out a little bit of a ball draw. So, we'll go over at the fixtures for this evening. We've got the Aborigines against the Wagga Wagga boys. We've got AFC against Dragons. Massive apologies, 1 second. I'm just having a look at this one. I apologise. Just give me 1 second. Just messaging the man, the myth, the legend that is Mr. Swan. So yeah. So we've got and then Bushrats against Wanganui, Hobart against the Tutaboo boys, Townsville against Rapa Nui, Unicorns against Bundaberg, and then ourselves against the Vikings. If we look over at the league table, quick look at the fixtures and see. So we've got Tutaboo, Hobart, Townsville, Rapa Nui. Does that have any? Should we go to Townsville, Rapa Nui first? Yeah, so we'll click on and we'll go to Townsville against Rapa Nui first because obviously, evening Scotty. Yeah, we'll go. We'll look at Rob's team first. Last time out, beat by the Warriors 2-0. Although the Oliver Kahn slinging what he can in. Rob's looking like this for this game, back as he is, looking at this front three, arrows everywhere else. And, yeah, it's as Rob tends to play, he's got some really good results for this. End up on the back of a 1 or 2. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And ended up on back of 1 or 2 bad results on the back of it. But it's a solid side with some solid players. Bruggink's been very good for him. 16-16 when he's played up top. I think that's all right. Delvecchio chiming in as well as one of Rob's finest. It's Marcel Salas with 8 contributions. It's 1 in 2 contributions. It's absolutely class, personally, for me. So we'll go over to Odgers boys. Looking like No real difference to what it did before in assists, which you'd obviously expect. No matter on Collins, Morientes is an absolute menace. Every time he plays for Oddjob, and it's like 18-22, but his stats are everywhere. I think it's I think he gets a little bit of a rough stick. I think it's only really Oddjob that really puts a lot of faith in him. But yeah, Kelly Gonzalez and Romadal on wings can always contribute. Romadal first season of this save, if I remember rightly, 9 assists, 3 goals in 28 games is very, very, very good. And yeah, we'll see where this one takes us. Good luck to both managers, and we'll kick it off. As it starts, I saw there's Morientes, as we talked about him with the there's Albert as well. Townsville picking up a little bit of form, a little bit too late, but it takes you into another save. But there's Brujink scores, but it's disallowed. Every player we talked about so far have done all right. We're up at 33 minutes. It still looks very much Townsville heavy. Taibbi making saves there, another fine save there. Looking at him, Mendes Silva getting himself involved, and there's half time. We'll look over at the match stats. Yep, very Townsville heavy, but not as heavy as it seemed. Rob's lot doing really well. We'll quick look over at the Townsville stats. Taibbi obviously saving pretty much everything that were on target from Rob's team. This is coming from David Collins, who's been okay. So that's now 6 in 20 starts, contributions. You take it as an AMC, really. And then the other assists, as we talked about, coming from Dennis Romadal, has been a little bit quieter this year, but that's 5 in 13 assists. You take that from somebody playing on the right wing. Well, if we look at Rob, I don't think we've got either here with us. Oliver Kahn's gone up to a 6 from his 5. Soroczynski up to an 8. And it's pretty mediocre either way. No assists because there's been no goals. We'll give both lads a minute to have a quick look. Say a minute. So I'm going to get this done and go watch Germany v Ivory Coast, because it's a very, very interesting game, does that. Right, we're going to roll to as near 60 as I can. I'm not going to slow it down, because with neither manager here, I'll try and stop it. We're up at 51 minutes. Romadal getting himself involved again, and Kelly Gonzalez. We're seeing it because of it. Marcelo Salas scores on the 60 minutes, and I've just really realised the custard flops. Looking at Townsville first, it's a pretty good home performance headed by Kelly Gonzalez. If we look over at their stats, Romadal, Collins still, as we say, but some Olivier Decor up to an 8, Elguera up to an 8, Taibbi carrying on his 8, Elbert up to 8 from scoring his goal. Quick look over at Rob's lot. Michael Stewart with the assist for the Marcelo Salas goal. Soroczynski's keeping up his 8. Bar that, it seems very Townsville heavy, but we'll just give the lads a couple of chances to see if there's anybody here. Can't see it, so we'll kick it off, and we shall place one out. After the 60th minute, it looked like Townsville were on top a little bit. Mendes Silva were getting himself involved, but we seemed very, very green and yellow for the last 13 minutes, really. After that, it looks like another big chance for Apanui. Went a bit of miss there. And there goes the final whistle. Disappointed with that. Well, Rob, probably very even game. Audrey be happy to have seen it out. Even Elguera up to a 9. That's a very, very decent home performance. Is that you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If out of your 11, sorry, only 5 of them are getting 7. The rest of them are 8 and 9s. you're doing something right. We'll have a quick look over at Rob, who, it weren't not a bad effort. They did well. Feel like they could have really done something in that game. So we have got, let's have a quick look at the fixtures. No, not the Umpy Bong fixtures. Let's look at these fixtures. Right, so we've done times for this. So two to I should imagine we won't see Dan, so we'll look over at Kitchen Dan's over that side. It says I've seen media here. I'll try to get on quick before Liam turns up and steals the show again for you, mate. As last match, obviously Paredes got injured. Dibby had joined. He mentioned to me he wanted to go to Lopez off me because he was testing him on the left wing, and he's up there with 7 assists, which is one behind Veron and 2 behind Alan Smith, and this is how they go. And it'll be really hoping Tomasi gets back on the backing up to a couple of mediocre performances from him. And we're over at the 2 to boys. Same setup. Pretty strong team in my opinion. I love Mourinho. I hate Ayala. Strong DMCs, confront right wing. Yeah, but there's plenty in there that can damage a team. Don't think our game last week we deserved so much, if I'm really honest. But we shall kick this game off and see how we go. So, saw Gus Lopez's name earlier there. I don't think he would have won the cross for ZZ Roberts, but wouldn't be surprised. We will have a look at half time. Gus Lopez again getting his name involved. Dan really putting his faith in him playing on the left wing, which is you can't knock. We're up at 37 minutes. It really doesn't seem like two to have been in it too much, and Jack's trying to get himself involved as well. As it seemed, pretty much 6-4 for Hobart boys, 2-0 for the 2 to boys. We'll go over Hobart first because Jesus Christ. From me, Gus Lopez assist. I say it now. Very, very strong performance. And from Bommel on a 9. And Tomasi on a 6 again. Is he playing wrong part? Does he need an arrow? Or does he? Something I don't know. But you can't not drop him. We'll look over at 2 to boys, saying as Meady's here. I am Rob. Guys, okay, this is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. So we'll go back to 2 to stats. Do it like that. We'll have a quick look at the condition for them. Nothing at all. They've not really done much. But match rating. Just see if you want to do it here, Meady. Robin Fretto. It seems to be the flavour at the month. Does this Etu out and out checking all about? Make sure that's all it. Yeah, make sure that's that. Right, we'll try and click it as close to 60 as I can because with Dan not being here, I'm not gonna slow it all down. But and there is the back of it. Aaron Crespo gets one back for the 2 to boys, which it's a big goal, and it can be big going for the teams above the Hobart boys as well. We're up at 60 as a red card for Roy Keane. Well, so we'll look over at 2 to for a minute. Got ourselves back in the game. Ibrahim Said with a 9. Assist coming from Samuel Etu coming off the bench. He looks all right. He looks all right. I mean, 6 contributions. That's now 7 contributions in 10 starts. You take that from any AMC in the league, but because it's Iron Robin, it's Iron Robin. We'll have a quick look over at Dan. Media's a quick look at what they've getting solid through. Happy to roll it. Big performance from them at home, and we'll see this one right through to the 90th minute. Gus Lopez seems to be running right down that left wing. Is that because Crespo out of nowhere gets a second? And there's Raul. There's 3-1 to the two Tavua boys. An absolutely impeccable performance. It seemed like the Hobart lads were having up until that 60-minute mark for the home team. But all of a sudden, the two Tavua boys have come out of nowhere and done a massive smash and grab. Go over to Hobart first. Look at their stats. Still, that's the only 6 is the keeper. Dan would be massively disappointed. Look at it, massive back up to an 8. Okay, Scotty, mate. Yeah, no worries. Obviously, as you'd expect, Crespo over 9. He got one of the assists. Raul assists and a goal, and as we knew, an assist for Eto. But that massive for the two Tavua boys, and well done to them. And it throws cat amongst pigeons for the chasing pack. So we'll have a quick look. Yeah, I know, Red. As always, it's strange, mate. It's absolutely strange. Oh, yeah, no problem, mate. No problem. So we'll go over to Scotty, playing against Daz, who on the Aborigines. We'll have a quick look at how Scotty is lining up. We've got Rustico Kamuna, who's sat there on his own. David Mendieta, great centre midfield pairing. Zero left wing, he's better there than not, and he's better there than most, even though he's not playing DML. Nierchik, as he started to, he's brought a bit of form back, in fairness. Del Piero behind Tristan and Ronaldo. And we shall go over to Daz's lads. Daz, if you're there, your sub is actually injured. No problem, mate. Thank you very much. Quick look at how they go. Obviously, this has become a staple tactic for Daz now, and it's slightly weak for my opinion in here. But there's a lot of attacking threat going in there, and as we know, Tomadera has been absolutely sensational this save, and he's got 2 of the best wing backs in the game on his team. So good luck to both managers, and we'll kick this one off and see where it goes. Ronaldo seems to be doing something straight away from the kickoff. A little bit more possession, it seemed, in terms of the Wagga Wagga Warriors, but the really had that there. Yeah, them ones. Nierchik, I'm going to stop saying people's names. I'm just going to put a ring around them because it's not fair on everybody. I keep saying people's names and they score goals. But it has seemed very, very Warriors text heavy, apart from a little spell for the Aborigines. Ronaldo's got a second as we're going into the last 5 minutes of the half. 3 minutes of added time. It seems what Dede is trying to create what he can. Danielson was also getting his foot on the ball from that central midfield position that he's been playing in. We're up at 47 minutes, 48, and then we're out at half time. We'll look over at Scottish side first, because I should imagine it would be an Aziz. We've got an assist from Del Piero. We've got an assist from Davids. Not a 6 amongst them. Very strong away performance, which if you can win at home and you can pick up draws and wins away. But all right, so are you sure, Daz? Looking at this, you've got plenty of 6s. Oh, won't want to bring, so Scott's happy to roll 60. Are you sure you want to roll, Daz? This is how you are looking. All 6s and 7s. Danielson on a yellow card. Just want to confirm it just in case, because you said that before we looked over at your slot. So I'd rather you just reconfirm again. because I don't want no threats of me getting Lebo or a yellow card, as happens every single time. So if you just want to quickly confirm that Daz, oh God, you had then, Daz, that you're happy to roll 60, mate. Roll. Okay, mate. Thank you very much, bud. So, again, as I say, I'll try and stop it as close to 60 as I can, but I can't bother slowing it down. We're up at 58. And Adilson is a scorer. He scored before I clicked. He did score before I clicked. So, anyway, I saw it coming up. If he had that, it'd have jumped to 65. So now, the Aborigines have pulled a goal back. No assist. Adilson's obviously done it out of his own accord. Quick look at his tactics. Quick look at the condition. Everybody's absolutely fine with it being 60 minutes in. Quick look over at the Scottish side. What a performance it's been so far. 3. To only have 4 sevens at your full side is a phenomenal away performance. So that's going. So it's going Defoe. Jordan Nielsen. Two at the top. Romchenko for Liam Pyo. So Scott is happy. I'll leave it. So are you happy with that, Daz? Can you confirm that is okay? Sooner rather than later would be very much appreciated. Oh, Central Rui. Right, Adilson. Is that how you want it, mate? If you could just confirm for me, please. Yeah, cool. Thank you very much. Good luck to both going into this last half an hour of the game. Again, it seemed very Warriors heavy text as we've come out for the after the 60-minute hydration break. It's a difficult game, so it's very, very back and forth. It seems Romchenko seemed to be getting himself involved a little bit then. Yeah, I agree, Doug. They're doing really, really well and really, really becoming a force. And pretty much looking at that, pretty much well-deserved, if you ask myself. We'll have a quick look over at the Aborigines first. It's not a terrible performance. That's how performance. So Madeira uncharacteristically on a 6 for this one. It's a netty on a 6, which doesn't help. 2 fullbacks that have been brilliant. Absolutely on 6 and 7 does not help at all. Fabio Rustico with a man of the match performance. As Scott knows, absolutely love Rustico. But that again for an away performance is absolutely superb, and it absolutely makes the Warriors a huge threat coming into the last few games of the season. Right, so we might have a tiny chance then. Right, who else we got here? I haven't really seen. Tato, would you like to go, mate? Pictures. No. We've done that. We've done that. We've done that. Done that. Shall we go to right? Dimble's at a wedding, and Smuts hasn't messaged me any. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 12th of June last time he messaged me. So let's have a quick. I'll get the bush rats. Okay. Gimpy pants. Right, so the bush rats are playing Wanganui. So the way the bush rats are looking at this present minute in time, Sambrotta got a goal last time out. Henry. Alan Smith got an 8th assist of the season last time out. Slightly weak here, maybe. Maybe that's why they're not doing so much for 4 points off playoffs anyway. Yeah, but still, you get a win. It puts you one off, doesn't it? Ariel Ortega, though, shining light for him throughout the season. 7 contributions in 20 games, which I got told he's been absolutely unreal when I was trying to get him off him. These stats tell a different story. This is when he was unreal. 14 in 29. But, you know, Mr. Tato, in a transfer market, he strikes a hard bargain. He was at the present minute time, he might well be. So Mike's going his same arrowy performance. We got Chono Samba, who's done all right coming in from out of the league. Thankfully, he's Australian. Of course, I understand it. I'm just trying to have a little bit of put a bit of needle in it, have a little bit of a laugh. But yeah, Chono Samba's come in. He's done decently enough. 7 contributions to 17 starts is absolutely what you'd be really happy with. So we'll kick this one off, and it's the Bush Rats versus the Wanganui Boys. Very nice kit the Wanganui Boys have, in my opinion. I do like it. I find the Bush Rats one hard to read at times. Seems very, very even so far. If not a little bit more text heavy at Wanganui, if not a little bit more possession heavy on the bar for the Bush Rats boys. Saviola to be getting himself involved there. Semak and Chono Samba seem to have had a bit of a chance as well there. Smith gets a booking rather than an assist, and we go to half time, and it is 0-0. And we'll have a look at how we're going. Pretty demic, yeah. I don't find my shit form funny. Mate, we've all been there. We'll all be there again, and we'll all come through it again. But a community. Right, so with Bush Rats 3 with 2 on target, 4 with 1 on target for the Wanganui Boys. Have a quick look over at the Bush Rats. Big performance from Neil Scally so far. Saviola on a 6. Alan Smith winning tackles up top. With the looks of it. But apart from that, yeah, pretty mediocre going forward. Quick look over at Mike's side. Shea Given on an 8, performing pretty well. Pretty mixed as you'd expect from the rest of them. As is for now, we'll change it to 60 probably. And see Mike about, so we shall click it on to 60 minutes. As I always say, I'll do my very best to stop it on it. We're up at 57, actually live, Larson, Zambrotta, and I am going to click it there because it would have jumped. Right, so we're at 60 minutes. Hang on. Looking at the Bush Rat boys. Still a 9 for Scally, up to an 8 for Zambrotta. Don't see me. I'm doing a great deal, I wouldn't have thought, boys. Doing okay enough. Only 6 they've got is Mr. Ortega himself. We'll have a quick look at Mike's side. Seem to have stepped themselves up a bit. They've only got 1-6 now left in count, which is Pavel Never. And yeah, Shea Given still on his 8. And we'll have a quick look at how they're going. No changing since that half-time whistle. So anything you'd like to do, Tato? We might not be in here. I'll put it on there. You said you might want to change it. So right. We'll Larson up to a 3 up top. Scally to MC with a forward arrow. Extend them all the way. And Tony. Saviola. I'm going to assume, mate. Do you want these central? We're keeping the arrow on live, or do you just want to roll like that? If Ivory Coast have scored, I'm fuming. I'm up in his bedroom doing this while it could be such. Yeah, centralised. So that. Do you want an arrow on Chaos, or is he all right sitting? Like that. Arrows on. Yeah, I know he didn't have an arrow to start with, mate. Sorry, that's why I was so confused by it. But thank you. Right, we'll see it out to this last half an hour of this game. A win probably needed for the Bush Rats to keep themselves in tow and a chance of getting into the playoffs. Very, very blue and dark heavy it seemed, but they seem to have kept themselves in the game. They weren't going to be ratings as we looked at them. They weren't the worst, so they've actually been in the game a little bit. Shea Gibbons seemed to had his name a couple of times, stopping some stuff from the Bush Rats, but as it was ticking over at 88 minutes, and last bit of pressure from the Bush Rats, and we finish at 0-0. Evenish game, apart from a couple on target. Go over at the Bush Rats. That's it. Take Larson out of equation. You're disappointed not getting something a little bit more. Looking at them ratings over at Wanganui, Shea given as you'd expect on that 9. Channel Samba 8. Bretton at an 8, but really should have probably been taken advantage of. Right, so Rock's in here. So hoping, obviously, Doug. I've seen Doug knocking about. This is the way that the Dragons line up. They're performing the net. Churam and Stam, which is a fantastic pairing. Carlos, Yeremis, Cafu, fantastic DM line. Ambrosini and Zidane, one very solid, one very miffy, but he's got a goal last time out, I believe. Back in Henri with Constantino. Looking on the bench, you've got the keeper, I don't know who he is. Ronnie Onson, but then you've got AMR, you've got Ruud van Nistelrooy, you've got people that can come off the bench and make a difference. Says the allotment like Steven Gerrard, Harry Kewell, and Kakeba Kaladze cannot get a game. Over at Roxy's side, the only change in med were Julian Velas came in for Juan Gomez and then moved out to the left-hand side of the 3 with Michelini going central. Good luck to both managers, and we'll kick it off and see where we go in the run to half-time. It's a massive game for the Dragons, this. 3 points we definitely needed. A massive win last time out really propelled them back into the mix. I don't think they're far away, and there it is. Oh, Thierry Henry's but back was offside from Thierry Henry putting that finishing. We're up at 41 minutes. Constantino had a bit of a chance, and we're going in the half-time break at 0-0. Obviously, that 2-0 is not 2-0 because they've had goal disallowed. But quite a boring game, in fairness, so far. It didn't seem as boring as that. Lee Bowyer hasn't got a yellow card yet. Michelini gone central on an 8 so far. Thomas Schmuck on an 8 as well. Not much else to overly write home about for the AFC boys. Go over to Duggan's Dragons, and as you'd expect, Ian Jeremy's on an 8, but the rest is as is for Duggan. And right, so we'll try and stop it at 60. Paragon gets a goal out of nowhere. It flipped from 45 to 50. We're up at 55, 59, and now I clicked it on 59 and we jumped to 64. We'll look over it. Roxy's side first. Michelini up to 9. An assist for Radoy, who is my last. The ratings always look good, but don't like him. Paragon with the goal. Go for Duggan Dragons. Right, mate. So you got Big Dick Mick on a 5. Ambrosini on a 6. Henry on a 6 with the booking. Maybe the booking bringing it down. Boy Carlos uncharacteristically on A6. Anything you'd like to do, mate? Look at this. We'll have a quick look at your condition. So position. So stick Henry. Yeah, 2 up top. You happy with your back there, mate? Just don't want to click OK before confirming that with you. Yeah, I thought so, mate, but we say interest as is. Just right. Good luck to you, mate, for trying to get a result for the back end, and we'll see how this is all playing out. 3 games to play after this before the playoffs start, and it's there's results getting thrown out such as this. If this holds on for the AFC boys, it really throws cat among the pigeons. Undeserved, I'd say, in terms of a win. I think a draw being the perfect result. Fabio Cannavaro having a monstrous performance. Looking at that, Michelini down to an 8, so obviously we're getting a little bit more run round behind your back after we went central. Thomas Schmuck on that 8, plus Radoy carrying on. Oh no, you're all right, Duggan, mate. Absolutely all right. Yeah, that's you got Chiram on a 5, Ambrosini on a 5, and your big players up front on a 6. It's difficult to do anything when it's like that. So we'll go to we'll do Dimble and Smuts because neither are here. So I might even a quick question, shall I stop it at 60? We're both definitely not here, or shall I just get it done? This year, like reworking a Makuku, I found it absolutely phenomenally outstanding. 5 assists in 14 starts, looking really well in save as well. Genius by Dimble, which is the man we've come to know and love. Sergei Nikiforenko has started to show the form that he showed a bit for us, showed the form that he's shown a bit for Dan Pryor, and by that, it's unbelievably strong team, and they're going hell for leather with chasing us down. It's very lucky to be in the position we're in, and we shall do that. Look over at the Unicorn side. Patrick Powell. Shocked he don't seem to be a first team regular. Is it right that he's not? Should he be annoyed? I'd be annoyed if I were him too. But then looking at the Petrovoya Pasoglu, there's a place in there for him for me. For Van Mol carrying on at left wing, 3 assists. Looks all right, doing all right, which is acceptable. David Beckham, after a couple of reasonable seasons, has gone back to David Beckham-esque stuff. So, right, we'll proceed to the match. We'll look to both managers, and we shall see where this one takes us. Patrick Kluivert gets us off the mark after 3 minutes. That's quite a big goal for the Unicorns, is that part of the chasing pack. But Walter Samuel comes up with his first goal of the season. Big chiseled chin Argentinian bastard. Rising above everybody, as he probably would. Getting them into the back into the game, and it's been very unicorns heavy. I was just about to say with Clive getting his second of the game. First time I've seen Van Mol's name mentioned. Petrov trying to create something. Was saying missed a chance at the end. Maybe a little bit unfair on Bundaberg. We'll go over to the unicorns first. Solid performance by Xavier Echevarria and by Andre Oyer. Look over at the Blitz. Assists coming from Ryan Giggs, as you'd expect. Saul Campbell on a 5-run characteristically. 6 from Inzaghi, which is you take rough with smooth. But that's it. Seeing either manager, we'll click it through at 60 just in case either of them turn up. And it's got to be Marcel Desailly. So there's nobody's here. We'll just get on with it. Get it done. And then, as seems to be what everyone else wants to do. Quick look over. We're over at 64 minutes. They're going to be making the changes because neither manager here. Patsuglo on 9. Offland 8. Van Mol 8 with a assist. Clive with a 9 as you expect. Over the Blitz boys, we've got, as we said, we've got an assist for Giggs. Not too much else going on. This game is unpredictable, randomised spreadsheet. And yeah, absolutely. We'll play it through to end. Says neither manager's here. And it's just absolutely mental how things are playing out. You think towards the back end of the season, things normally take a position of trying to settle down, and the teams that are going well seem to go well. But we've just seen over the last couple of game weeks that things have been a little bit chaotic, which doesn't help. Yeah, here we are several times. yeah. Match stats. Probably looking at that. Probably deserved now from Unicorns. They've done really well. Go over there. Patrick Clive, man at match you expect. 10 from Kevin Offland, who were fantastic for us at the start of the save, to be fair. And yeah, looking over at the Blitz boys, Kiosk was 8, which you'd expect. Looking at the shots on target, Giggs saying Kovalchuk on an 8, and Texas 2, the last night, the last game of the night, and this is where we are. We've got Navenhofer's full side out. Ebison's been good since coming in. I think, as Teo says, I think he's one of the underrated striker, massive. I love Ebison, but he's come in for Nicholas Anelka since he's been injured, and it's a shame. And the eyes suspended. Look over at Jens's team. As you'd expect from last time out, massive. You'd expect an as is. They obviously made a couple of changes in game as it went, but it's an unbelievably strong side, and I cannot see us ending with a 0 defensively tonight against this team. We'll go to the game. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we're on the last game at night ourselves against Mr. Jens and his Viking side, who have been absolutely unbelievably strong all season. It's been a very bit back and forth here, hasn't it? It's don't really know where it's going. It seems like there's been a lot of. We were only on 10 minutes there after all that, but there's a goal from Ronaldinho, puts the Vanuatu boys 1-0 up. Totis getting himself involved, going past Gattuso, it seemed. Yeah, if we keep Sigalko quiet, that's the way we need to be looking at. We're up at 30 minutes. It seems like there's been a hell of a lot of text and not a lot, hell of a lot of text and not a lot of minutes passing by. So it seems like it's probably been a very, very to and fro game, which you probably expect from two teams near the top of the league. And 3 minutes of added time. Lizarazu seem to be trying to create something, and there's the goal for Damiano Zinone, who was once of the Vanuatu boys. Been good for Jens since he's come in. Match stats was on top. As I didn't think it looked that much on top. We'll have a quick look at Jens. Assist coming from Lizarazu, Nestor on an 8, Stalko on a 6. Means that he's going to come out firing at some point. Over at our boys, looking at that, we've got a 6 from Totti, we've got a 6 from Emerson, 6 from Terry, and we're not going to do a single thing because we trust the process. We'll try and stop at 60. Let's say, sorry, I haven't seen Jens, there's 61. We'll stop it. Ronaldinho up to a 9. I can mill on a 9. As it's looking for us, Emerson on a 6. Things moving on for a couple of 6s, going up to 7s. 2 on a 6 probably down to his yellow card. And seeing Jens, we'll look at the stats. Nothing's changed at all. And yeah, I can't bring myself to do anything. I haven't seen Jens, so we'll just play it out, see where we go from there. But every Sands, so Ronaldinho seems certain to score again. Another spectacular drive. Looking at that, it seems like it's been very much Vanuatu heavy so far, reaching out. But obviously the Vikings boys are defending resolutely and doing absolutely well. Another pile driver from the Vanuatu boys. Somebody striking it with a fury again. It feels like it's going to be, looking at the stats, it's going to be a real smash and grab to take a point away from the Vanuatu. And I knew that would come in. Absolute smash and grab from the Vikings boys. Look at that. Where are we there? We've got an assist from Gattuso up to a 7. We've got an assist from Lizarazu. Absolute smash and grab. Banged the 7 on the 5. Battered him. Absolutely battered him. But this game does what this game wants to do. So as we sat, we've got the queue now. We're in. 10 goals conceded in 23 games. The record in this league in either competitive champ game is 17, shared by myself and the Ends. So it'd be nice to beat that. It really would. 34 goals, being the top scorers, which is certainly not my sort of bag as well. But yeah, it's looking down. We've got the Warriors then on 41. We've got the Bundaberg Blitz on 40. Vikings 38. Aborigines 35. Dragons on 35. Hobart 35. Bushrats 32. Obviously down to that 8th position. It's going to take a miracle if it's down to that 8th position, really. But yeah, it's still all to play for, down to the Bushrats. We shall have a quick look at the player stats. NDI managed to keep there without playing today. The average rating, goals, Tom Madeira, as you'd expect, still up there. Stalko with 14, massive season for him. Carlos Jacques, massive season for him. Thierry Henry's done exceptionally well, considering he's been shifted between AMC and striker. And it says a lot that we've got nobody. 6 is our highest yet with top scorers in the league. We'll quick look at assists. Alan Smith on 9, Lopez and Van Ver on an 8. Mukoko, as we talked about, up there on 5, with Romadal and Adilson, and rest bringing up the back on 4. Quick look at what Taylor likes to look at, tackles per game. Jeremy's top of the pile, followed by Cannavaro, followed by Asani and DI. And then it's just a bit of, as you'd expect from the rest of them. And then we shall have back at the average rating of 8.14. Right, boys, well, a quick look at the fixtures. I know Duggan posted them in. We've got Bundaberg v Townsville, Rapinoe v the Aborigines, Dragons v Bushrats, massive game. 2-2 v Unicorns, Vikings v Hobart, Warriors v AFC, and plus ourselves away at the Wanganui boys. So Thanks for. Okay, 1 minute. Oh. It's funny how people want to see stuff when they're doing really well, isn't it? So, there we go. So yeah, okay, this AFC at the top. Ourselves are like really, yeah. AFC at the top, followed by the Blitz, followed by the Wanganui Boys. This 1, 2, 3 teams. AFC and Wanganui up there is fantastic. But yeah, we're lost. So you got drawn 1 your last 3, mate. I think this throws it out sometimes. I don't know how it works itself out. This spreadsheet type thing that it does. But that there, draw, win, no, loss, win, draw, win, is crazy, absolutely crazy. Right, save this as that. Thank you very much, gents, for allowing me to do this, and I'll see you all on the other side. And I'm sure I'll upload the save. Let Daz, if he wants to do it, push it to game day, get packs out, and we'll go again tomorrow, boys. Love to all. Cheers, lads.